about this Tiruvannamalai. Have you heard of Ambal Ashram there? A lady who has become saint, who was a samsari, then has become saint, and she has built a ashram.
Oh, I have no idea,
About,
Bhargaviji.
No idea. Okay. Tiruvannamalai. And in Tiruvannamalai, you said there are so many Jivan Muktas, the spiritual saints. How to identify them? How do we know that they have advanced in the
These
spiritual?
days, those who are sitting around, we don't know, but there have been. These days, it has become more commercial. A lot of people are coming. In those days, it was much quieter, like Ram Surat Kumar. So many people, ashram, you go, you sit with. I have not personally seen it is. There are siddhars. See,
Okay.
siddhars are different from realized beings.
Mm-hmm.
Siddhars will have through their tapas shakti, their mind power would have increased.
Okay.
So even someone hitting a 17-year-old boy, hitting at a hat trick sixer is probably one form of siddhi, you can say.
Yeah, yeah. The high
It's something
focusness. Strength.
with that they have achieved their. So it is more to do with the power of the mind rather than being in awareness. Siddhis is most like that. So lots of siddhas are also there in that area.
Okay.
So sometimes when we go for a Girivalam or something, somebody will say, this is the way I will give you this mantra, and then you chant it. And I normally go with someone I know I do. There is some expectation, something. These days, I don't know how to really identify.
Okay, okay.
The real
Thank you.
good ones, ashrams are there.
I heard about this, so I just asked you whether you know about anything
There
about
is
that.
one lady, Toppi Amma, she walks around like one absolute avaduta. She doesn't care. Anybody gives, she will drink, she will throw. Some people go behind her as though think she is some realized being. She has no care for the world. She will go, she will bless. I have seen her. I don't know,
Okay.
I have seen her only once.
Hmm.
A bit, I can just see that others find something about her. I could personally not make out anything.
Hmm. Okay. Thank
We'll
you.
start
Thank
the
you,
session
Archana.
with a chant.
Hmm.
Om. 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 Sahanavavatu. Sahanau bhunaktu. सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. It's been a while, we haven't chanted all the verses. Chalo, anyway, we will study.
Ma'am, the first 20 verses, at least I'm a bit, I know, but the later from 20, the verses, I've not chanted regularly, nor in the class. So, ma'am.
Yeah, that is true. We have not been chanting very well. So let's do 20 to 55 today. We'll do some chanting.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
20 to 55, 35 shlokas. We can do it. Atma Chaitanyamash. Somebody, anybody, please take up. We can probably alternate. 5, 5. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 7 each.
Okay, ma'am. Shall I start?
Yes,
After you.
Divya.
Yeah. Ma'am, you will be chanting first and I'll have to repeat, or I'll just
No, no, you will repeat. You will chant.
Okay. आत्मचैतन्यमाश्रित्य देहेन्द्रियमनोधियः स्वक्रियार्येषु वर्तन्ते सूर्यलोकं यथा जनाः देहेन्द्रियगुणान् कर्मणान्यमले
Karmanyamale.
Okay. देहेन्द्रियगुणान् कर्माण्यमले
No,
सच्चिदात्मनि
karmanyani
Dehendriyagunan
amale
karman
satchidatmani.
yamale satchidatmani. Oh, sorry, Bhargaviji.
देहेन्द्रियगुणान्
Dehendriya gunan karmani amale satchidatmani.
The Dehendriya Gunan only it is given, no?
Yeah, that is right.
Dehendriya
Dehendriya
Gunan
gunan karmani amale satchidatmani.
Karmanyamale, no? Ma'am?
No, no.
Karmani
Deha indriya guna karman
karmani
karmani.
karmani amale satchidatmani.
Satchidana.
Ma'am, so how do I say it? It is Dehendriya Gunan Karmani
Karmani
No, it's
amale
continuous. You have to
satchidatmani.
continue. Dehendriya
Karmanyamale
gunan
Satchidatmani.
karmani amale
Okay, I have to split
satchidatmani.
it. देहेन्द्रियगुणान् कर्माणि अमले सच्चिदात्मनि अध्यस्यन्त्य विवेकेन गगने नीलतादिवत् अज्ञानान्मानसोपाधेः कर्तव्यादिनि चात्मनि कल्प्यन्तेऽम्बुगते चन्द्रे चलनादि यथाम्भसः रागेच्छा सुखदुःखादि बुद्ध्यो सत्यां प्रवर्तते सुषुप्तौ नास्ति तन्नाशे तस्मात् बुद्धेस्तु नात्मनः प्रकाशोऽर्कस्य तोयस्य शैत्यमग्नेऽर्थयथो क्षणता स्वभावसच्चिदानन्दानित्य निर्मलात्मनः आत्मनः सच्चिदं शस्य बुद्धेर्वृत्तिरिति
Shascha.
षश्च आत्मनः सच्चिदं सच्चिदंशश्च बुद्धेर्वृत्तिरिति द्वयम् संयोज्य चाविवेकेन जानामिति प्रवर्तते. Did I say it wrong, ma'am?
No, it was fine.
आत्मनो विक्रिया नास्ति बुद्धेर्बोधो न जात्विति जीव सर्वमलं ज्ञात्वा दृष्टेति मुह्यति. रज्जुसर्पवदात्मानं जीवं ज्ञात्वा भयं वहेत्. नाहं जीवपरात्मेति ज्ञातश्चेन्निर्भयो भवेत्. Somebody
Okay,
else.
next. Anybody volunteer, please? The next 7.
Yeah, shall I do?
Yes, Bhargavi.
आत्मावभासायत्येको बुद्ध्यानीन्द्रियाण्यपि दीपो घटादिवत् स्वात्मा जडैस्तेर्नावभास्यते स्वबोधेनान्यबोधेच्छा बोधारूपातयात्मनः न दीपा सान्यदीपेच्छा यथा स्वात्मा प्रकाशने निषिध्य निखिलोपाधीन् नेति नेतीति वाक्यतः विद्यादैक्यं महावाक्यैर्जीवात्मा परमात्मनो अविद्यङ्कं शरीरादि दृश्यं बुद्बुदवत्क्षरम् एतद्विलक्षणं विद्या अहं ब्रह्मेति निर्मलम् देहान्यत्वान्न मे जन्म जराकार्ष्यलयादयः शब्दादिविषयैः सङ्गो निरीन्द्रियतया न च अमानस्त्वान्न मे दुःखरागद्वेषभयादयः अप्राणह्यमना शुभ्र इत्यादि श्रुतिशासनात् निर्गुणो निष्क्रियो नित्यो निर्विकल्पो निरञ्जनः निर्विकारो निराकारो नित्यमुक्तोऽस्मि निर्मलः. This particular verse, it gives exact Atma Varnanam, no? That,
Yes, it's so beautiful. It's always
yeah,
good to remember that this is the true nature.
the constant
Nirguna,
behind everything.
Nishkriya, Nitya, Nirvikalpa, Niranjana, Nirvikara, Nirakara, Nityamukta, Nirmalaha. That
If
is
you
our
repeat
true
this, if you recite by heart this, it will be very nice.
Yes.
अहमाकाशवत् सर्वं बहिरन्तर्गोत्योच्युतः सदा
Bahirantargatochyutaha.
बहिरन्तर्गतोच्युतः सदा सर्वसमसिद्धो निस्सङ्गो निर्मलोचलः. Did I complete 7 or shall I continue?
The next person can continue.
Okay. नित्यशुद्धविमुक्तैका नित्यशुद्धविमुक्तैक अखण्डानन्दमद्वयं सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं यत् परं ब्रह्माहमेव तत्.
Next person, please.
एवं निरन्तराभ्यास्ता ब्रह्मैस्वामिति वासना हरत्यविद्याविक्षेपान् रोगानिवरसायनम् विविक्तदेशासीनो विरागो विजितेन्द्रियः भाव येदेकमात्मानं तमनात्मामनयाद्धिः
तमनन्तमनन्यधीः
आत्मन्येवाखिलं दृश्यं प्रविलाप्य धिया सुधीः भावयेदेकमात्मानं निर्मलाकाशवत् सदा रूपवर्णादिकं सर्वं विहाय परमार्थवित् परिपूर्णाचिदानन्द स्वरूपेणावतिष्ठते ज्ञातृज्ञानगेयभेदः परेणात्मनि विद्यते चिदानन्दैकरूपत्वात् दीप्यते स्वयमेव हि
स्वयम् एव हि
स्वयम् एव हि एवमात्मारणौ ध्यानमथान्ये सततं कृते उदितावगतिर्ज्वाला सर्वज्ञानिधनं दहेत् अरुणेनेव बोधेन पूर्वं सन्तमसे हृते ततः आविर्भवेदात्मा स्वयमेवांशुमानिव. Next person can take over.
आत्मा तु सततं प्राप्तो प्याप्राप्त वद विद्यया तन्नाशे प्राप्तवाद् भाति स्वकण्ठभरण यथा स्थाणौ पुरुषवद्भान्यता कृतभ्रमणि जीवता जीवस्य तत्विके रूपे तस्मिन् दृष्टे निवर्तते तत्त्वस्वरूपानुभवात् दुक्तानं
तत्त्वस्वरूप अनुभवात् उत्पन्नम् तत्त्वस्वरूपानुभवादुत्पन्नम्
तत्त्वस्वरूपानुभवदुत्पन्नं ज्ञानमञ्जसा अहं ममेति चाज्ञानं बाधते दिग्भ्रमादिवत् संया विज्ञानवान् स्वात्मान्येवाखिलं जगत् एकं च सर्वमात्मानां मीक्षते चक्षुषा आत्मवेदं जगत्सर्वम् आत्मनोऽन्यान्न विद्यते मृदो यद्वद्गातादीनि स्वात्मानं सर्वमीक्षते जीवन्मुक्तस्तु तद्विद्वा
पूर्वोपाधिगुणान् त्यजेत्
तद्विद्वान् पूर्वपादिगुणां stayajat.
Gunam tyajet.
Gunam
Tyajet.
Gunam atyajet. Satchidananda Rupatvat Bhavete Brahmar Kitavat Tirtvamoharnavam Hatva Ragadveshadirakshanam Rakshasan Yogi Shanti Samayuktaha Atmaramo Virajate.
Okay. Premaji. Okay. Prema, I will read. I don't know, there might be difference between mine and yours, but Bahya nitya sukhasaktim hitvatma sukha nirvritaha gatastha deepa vachashva dantareva prakashate upadisthopi tadvarmair alipto vyomavanmunihi sarvavinmudhavattishte dasakto vayuvaccharet उपाधिविलयाद् विष्णौ निर्विशेषं विषेन्मुनिः जले जलं वियद्योम्नि तेजस्तेजसि वा यथा यल्लाभानापरो लाभो यत्सुखान्नापरं सुखं यज्ञानान्नापरं ज्ञानम् तद्ब्रह्मेत्यवधारयेत् यद्दृष्ट्वा नापरं दृश्यं यद्भूत्वा न पुनर्भवः यज्ञात्वा नापरं ज्ञेयं तद्ब्रह्मेत्यवधारयेत्. I think we finished 55 or 56? 55 only, right? Okay, next one is तिर्यगूर्ध्वं मघः पूर्णं सच्चिदानन्दमद्वयम् अनन्तं नित्यम् एकं यतद् ब्रह्मेत्यवधारयेत्. तिर्यगूर्ध्वम् अधः पूर्णं सच्चिदानन्दमद्वयम् अनन्तं नित्यम् एकं यतद् ब्रह्मेत्यवधारयेत्. Tiryak is all sides, urdhvam, above, adha, below, purnam, all pervading, Satchidatmanam, which is existence, consciousness, bliss, Advayam, non-dual, Anantam, infinite, Nityam, eternal, Ekam, one, Yat, which, Tad Brahmam, that Brahmam, iti avadharayet, realize that Brahmam is everywhere, pervading everything. It is above, below, Satchidananda, and non-dual, infinite. This is, who is that Brahman? When we turn the experiencer, as we go within and we turn within, and there is no world, there is just the awareness. You are aware of the awareness. When you are just aware of that awareness, you turn away from the mind, you turn away from the world, you turn away from the body, and you stay with the awareness, consciousness. Then there is no akara. You can't see a form. As you go, you see, you cannot spot whether it is inside or outside, whether it is above or below. It seems to be all pervading everywhere. There are no two there. When you are turning to the self, there are no two. It's infinite, just to one. So here's the pull and push. The more and more we are in that awareness, operating from that space, constantly the pull happens where the world actually ceases to be. which is what Ramana Maharishi continued. He thought he should be in that state and not move. He was under when they found him and lifted him out because he hadn't eaten anything. He had no sense of his body or his mind. He was in this state completely. Anybody take up and read the paragraph? The commentary?
The one eternal, non-dual, infinite, which pervades all the quarters above, below, and all that which exists in between, which is the nature of existence, consciousness, bliss absolute, realize that to be Brahman. East and west, above and below, here, there, and everywhere, permeates that dynamic reality. When I am aware of that consciousness and live that experience, this outer world that I now perceive with my limited body, mind, intellect, equipment is no more available for me. How can I see the front, rear, top, or bottom of that homogeneous mass of consciousness when there is nothing other than it anywhere? I cannot say the front because front of what? A limited thing alone can have parts or sides. Thus, we experience this endlessness of infinite bliss, which is one without a second. This world of attachment and sorrow is because of the self dissipating extrovertedness and the delusory interests wrongly created by our mind for the individuality in us. All experiences are in the realm of duality. There is no experience when there is only one reality alone. The nature of Paramatman in you is Satchit Ananda. This experience of pure being cannot be described because, in that case, it will be limited by the feeble powers of our speech. It is that light which is eternal, right here in you and everywhere around you. Moments of Moments of perfect attunement with it are the moments of self realization.
So this has beautifully been put. Moments of attunement. With that is moment of self-realization. It's not a state to attain, but it is something that is already us, which is elusive because our senses have been made to look outwards constantly to be with it. It's reminding me of Shankaracharya's that he goes and a Chandala comes in the way and all his disciples say, move, move, move. Shankaracharya is coming. How can you be in the way? And he says, where should I move? What should move? Is it this deha that should move or I who should move? If it is the deha that has to move, I am not the deha. If I have to move, where will I move to? Because everywhere only I am. Right? So that is what. And then Shankaracharya falls at his feet and sees him as Lord Shiva himself. Who has come there to break his conditioning.
And how difficult it is, no? I am not Deha. So I cannot move. And if I am self, where can I move?
Yeah.
Oh, so tricky the problem.
Very smartly he also answered.
Yeah. Very nice.
So that is the beauty of this. Last week we were discussing, I was thinking about Jayamalaji's question on surrender in parenting. Was that the question, Jayamalaji? We spoke from the angle of how when parents parent their children, how it is okay for children to talk, they should but use the right tone. But sometimes when children talk to the parents ego comes up. How do the parents feel? That is also something we need to address, isn't it? What is our conditioning? What does our mind say? When the children say something, show us a mirror, give us a feedback, or say loudly, talk to us the way we have spoken to them, they are also speaking to us. Become an observer to the mind. What happens in that mind then? When the children speak to the parents, is it right or is it wrong? Is it good or is it bad? Does that come in the mind? Yes, Divya.
We usually feel like disciplining them, no, ma'am?
And how do we discipline them? What do we say?
You're talking back? Is that the way to talk to elders?
That's one thought, no? How can you
Yeah.
talk to elders like that?
Yeah. And then we go to all the things from where they are getting this. When my daughter, when she was little, there used to be a cartoon show called Shinchan. I don't know how many of you. That's like a Japanese cartoon, and this small child is there. He's a little smart, and he always back answers. So, she used to talk back nicely. So I used to think maybe she's talking back so much because she's watching this. And then I made her stop watching. And it was
Talking
more for
back
me
and
because my firstborn was on the spectrum. She would question everything in the sense like, why should I do it? And I tell her, you should do this. She would ask me, why should I do it and all that. Whenever I would scold also, she would say, why are you scolding me? Are you supposed to talk to me like that and all that? And it was more this for me because my firstborn was on the spectrum. So he was not somebody who would talk back. So it was mostly it came from a space of ego only. Ma'am. It's like, how could this child talk like this to me? And ma'am, if you go to your house or your in-laws' place, they'll be like, my God, she's already talking back. And the mother is not properly raising and all that.
Yeah.
Again, it's from the ego space only. They question you and then it's like
But
they
what do
judge
you?
you.
But
So
if you
again,
had to become your awareness and see what they are doing, how would you look at it? If you had to look at it as not as Divya the mother, I mean, not Divya the mind, but Divya the awareness. When a child says such things to you.
I should just answer the question and instead of just correcting her. I mean, what she's talking about. Whether usually sometimes when, I am also in the she is saying that when she retorts back. So usually that means it is actually action to my this. So I should listen to her and try to answer her calmly as observation, as an observer, not coming from a space of mother. Yeah, ma'am.
So is it wrong for a child to
and
talk
ma'am,
back? Is it wrong for a child to talk?
Actually, no, ma'am.
What are
No.
they actually trying to do?
They are trying to
They
reason only,
imitate
why
us.
is she talking like that and why is this behavior expected of me? They're trying to make sense of the whole thing, They're actually not being, eh, argumentative. It's just that they are trying to make sense in their own way. That's why they are asking questions, no?
Yes,
Now I
Bhargavi.
can say it, but when I was raised.
Actually, children imitate us. Without our awareness, we will be talking like this. So it is either cartoon or the society or parents itself, because most of the time they spend time in home, in our home. So the way we talk, like between husband and wife, what we talk, the children absorb that. It is my experience. We are very silent at home. Don't talk too much. I am the only talkative. That too, whatever the required. My husband is silent, son is silent. But my son used to imitate us, like my husband is very clean. He always takes a cloth, he cleans that whatever the table, the sofa, all the flat surfaces. He doesn't like dust. And whenever we go to market, he observes that weight. No, earlier it was not the electric machine. They used to have this balance. So he used to imitate. He would have taken a piece of cloth and he used to clean everything when he was 2, 3 years old. And I was asking, "What you are doing?" I am doing appa, he says. I did not understand what is that he doing. He was cleaning like his father. I am doing appa, I am doing appa. This was his statement. And he's very soft spoken, he's very matured personality from the younger days. And so the way he was talking and all, we just say he speaks like his father. We do not observe that he is observing us. He is observing and he is collecting the behaviors through parents. And today also it so happened, yesterday night he had an interview, Aarti madam. It was for a big, what is that, package, like 50 lakhs plus. And yesterday my sister's son went to US for joining his undergraduate course, engineering, in some Purdue University. Both, I have two sisters. All the children are at US. He's the only one here. I just casually told him I did not, I do not have any intention that my son should be in US like my sisters. Among the family members, he's the most intelligent and shrewd person, my son. Others are very hardworking. So I told him, he said, I faced the interview, 80% I was confident, 20% they asked, how do I tackle the situation? That I was little hesitant to answer. That's it, interview went like this. This was his phone call. And incidentally, I said that he has gone to US yesterday. He'll be reaching, his course starts in September. He said, okay, okay. And some conversation, he said, why you are judging? Why you are telling me all this? Let them be happy. I bless them. Let them be happy. You don't have it in your mind. You just forget. I was so shocked to see his, what is that? The wishing all the four. They have two children. I have only one son. He wishes them to be happy there. Let them be happy there. Let them get
Most
to
of the
settle
time,
there. I am
children
not,
are wiser than us. We are more attached.
and I am also happy, he said. You are keeping everything you are in mind and you are judging them. Don't be happy that I am happy. This was his words. I was proud and also shocked. So my husband is like that. My husband doesn't do any spiritual pujas, any reading, nothing. Now he overhears all these classes, whatever I attend. He just turns over the pages, but he's very calm, very, very honest, very hardworking, very loving with everyone, no controversies. He is also that kind of person. I expect my son to be like me, very ambitious, this, that will not work. So it is the genes and the environment and the observers. What your daughter speaks is what you speak with your husband between us. It is not cartoon.
Yeah, we
And
tend
we are
to.
not aware of our behavior. The problem is we are not aware of our behavior.
That's
And
very correct.
from
I'm
the
not
beginning,
somebody who takes things lying down. I mean, even somebody says something, I give it back to the
yeah.
nicely.
And one day he called me for something. I was busy. I said, why don't you call your father? In our house, everything is run by you, not by Appa. That's why I called you, he said. See how
They
they
know.
observe.
Yeah.
Everything runs as per your terms, not Appa's terms. That's why I called you, he said. I am being very open. This is how it, even, no, I am proactive. He doesn't volunteer initially. Not that he is 100% correct. He doesn't take any work on his own. We have to pester for everything. Do it. This should be done. You are not done. I will assign the work. Everything I cannot do. So there is no right and wrong. This is pattern of my home. So my son is telling that my terms. I
Each
said,
one in their own way is whole by themselves. Each one. In reality, we are just co-travelers.
Yeah.
That jiva, we are all co-travelers. But somewhere I have taken upon myself as though I am the adult and they should obey me, which is the case sometime back. They should obey adults. What do we want? Obey, obeying is very nice for the parents. When they have done everything our way, we feel very good as though.
Yeah.
It's very easy, ma'am, when kids obey.
When kids obey, it is very
It's
easy.
easy.
It is easy. So basically, the world is happening according to how my image of things should be. So it is
My
very
terms.
easy. But
Exactly.
when the moment things go beyond the mind, am I ready to accept it? We accept because finally, when we move away from the delusion that I am the controller of their destiny and know that I am merely the bow in the hands of the divine who is actually controlling their destiny and mine. We are all together as part of a grand design. So I am learning when we give this kind of freedom for them to express, when there is freedom, it is many times even wives don't have freedom earlier, right? In many generations, the wives can't speak to husbands. This whole thing, I don't know when it really started because it could not have been a part of Sanatana Dharma, India's culture. Because if you look at it, everybody is learning from everybody. Somewhere I feel don't sit with your leg on the cross-legged and things like that has come in from the British. We've had long time rule of obedience, Islamic culture, the Christian culture where obedience is a very big deal there. It's a very big deal, isn't it? So I think because it cannot have come. It cannot have come from our Sanatana Dharma. The obedience would not have cannot, because we believe in learning. We are all equal. We are here together for a certain purpose. We are learning from each other. So when the child speaks, we learn. When we speak, the child learns. When the child points out to us something, can I turn back and look within and own up and be open to the feedback and accept it? We are fortunate when that kind of freedom is there in the house. When that kind of freedom is there in the house, imagine, and sometimes you fail, you say, yeah, my ego came up there a little at that point in time. It's
At
okay,
this point
but I
of time,
realize what you said. I will reflect. And sometimes you don't agree, that's also, but it's a discussion. Imagine the growth that can happen for every single person in such an open environment.
But immediately I clarified my son. See, I want everything to be efficient. Finance, there should not be any wastage. House should be disciplined. Everything should be planned and to execute all the work efficiently. This is my intention, not to prioritize myself. So you take priority. You and Appa take priority and run the house. I am happy to be at the back seat, I said. It is
Okay, you
not that
run the house, but everything should be efficient in the way you think it should be efficient.
Because both of us are working. Weekends will be only cleaning work. If we do then and there, do everything as per plan, we will have rest. We will have time for everything.
No,
Family
it is
time.
very fair, but we have to say that, right? We have to ask, for my peace of mind, it will be easier, otherwise it becomes too much work. So we are all shared. So it is like 4 adults in the house, we are all sharing.
Everything should be discussed. Everything should be
internet a
openly
problem?
discussed. You are frozen.
Yeah. Now,
Now also video is frozen. We can hear
can you
your
hear me?
voice. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
You can.
We can
Okay.
hear you,
I
but
just
cannot see you.
Also, she has turned down the video.
turned off the video.
Yeah, okay.
So at least the audio can. Okay.
Audio is also
My internet
disturbance.
is a problem still.
Yes. Cannot hear you. It's getting cut.
You can't hear me.
Mhm.
Breaking. Now,
Yes.
No better. As you have said in the parenting group, it is
can you
the
hear me?
trust. Yeah. It is the trust which matters the most. Trust between the family members than any other emotion.
Correct. And another thing is, because this is a women's group, I really want to emphasize the fact that yesterday I was having a discussion with another lady who has been a housewife all her life, homemaker all her life. And like usual, all kind of problems because difficult in adjusting with in-laws and this and that. But now the children are 23 and 26. And for the past few years, she has been, since COVID, she has not moved out of the house much. She's stuck in the house. Somehow, now no motivation to go anywhere, feeling very sad. Children don't listen to me anyway, so I don't speak. I cook. And even now, the children are 23 years old, but I have to put the medicine in the eyes. Otherwise, the child's eyes will get spoiled. So I have to go out somewhere. That the son was supposed to go to work, but today he has finally decided to stay at home. So I don't feel like going out. I was also supposed to go out, but because my son is at home, I feel like I should not go out. I should be at home. These are very typical homemaker. Are you able to hear me again, or am I breaking up?
We can hear you. Thoda
Here,
thoda
right?
break. We can hear you.
So if somebody is there at home, I feel like I should be there at home. What will they eat? What if they don't? He doesn't eat properly at all on his own. But if he goes to office, what will you do? So holding on, protecting the child at 25, 26. How long? He doesn't put medicines in his eyes. What will happen to his eyes? If I go away, he will not put medicines. So I should stay. You know what actually is happening? The children don't need her anymore. But she doesn't know. All for 22 years, she has only cared for that child. At that time, there was a need for her to care for the child. But right now, there is not a need, but she is trying to hold on to that need. Otherwise, she's like, my life is wasted. What will I do? She is not actually doing it for the child, but she is doing it because she does not know what is her relevance there. So she is holding on and creating and keeping that child to be a baby constantly. I need to feel useful, so I will keep that baby, my child to be a baby and keep baby. This child for me. Here is where what our Vedanta says, I have wrongly identified myself with my role. I will stay a mother for a while, but my role as a mother is going to change. After a while, if I want to be a mother, I have to be ready to let go, open my hand and let them fly. If the hen is sitting on the eggs until it was needed, very good. But afterwards also, if the hen sits on the chick and does not let it move out, I have to give it warmth, I have to give it warmth. It will be stifling the chickens and not letting it grow fully. It is like that story that we discussed earlier where I told that story here, no? That Nakula ka story.
Ma'am, I was going to ask that. That day you said four arrows,
No.
the 4 arrows in the
I
4
don't-
directions. Ma'am, am I audible?
Not everything is about parenting though.
Yeah, but
One
one
was
how Kali Yuga was going to start, and then you told one of the arrows went and a cow was licking the calf so much that the calf started bleeding. But the other 3, I don't remember, ma'am. Can you say the story, or if you remember where the other 3
even I
arrows
don't
went?
remember right now. The one of the arrows I'm not remembering, Divya. Okay, but this one thing was stayed with me very strongly. Overprotection is licking the calf constantly, where it actually starts harming the child. If we don't let go, it is like there is a fence needed for the sapling, so that it needs that protection, so that other cows and goats don't come and eat it up initially. But as the sapling grows, if the fence is not removed, the fence will start scratching the surface of that tree and causing harm to the tree. It is feeling constricted within. So, if at all the mothers don't feel a sense of, and then what is the child doing? The child is just trying to loosen its. Some children, there are 2 types of children. 2, 3 types of children. Some children will love all the will be very happy that the mother is taking care and continue to be like that. And they will always be babied and need to be babied, even by their wives. They are feeling stifled.
It is cracking.
Some children will get stifled and they will fight against. And the parents will see, look at how they are acting. We have done so much. Whatever we are doing it because we care for them, and they are not. That care is no longer needed. You are over caring. But they'll say we are caring for them and they don't have any respect for us. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah. Now it's okay.
Yeah. So whenever the child is fighting back, reflect back and say, where am I supposed to let go? What am I holding on to? What is that attachment? There is no attachment to the children or the husband. Attachment is to my relations around me. Very bad, huh?
No, we can hear.
Looks like signal is very bad, no?
No, we can hear now properly.
Are you able to hear me? Okay, clearly, right? Okay. So our attachment is always to our own feeling sense of lacking. And holding on to the children beyond the time is also a form of lobha. It is also a form of greed. Parigraha, possession, mine. Nobody will grow. Neither will I grow, nor will the child be able to grow. Any thoughts from anybody? Since my signal is bad, why don't others share? Any thoughts? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So it is not only with children, even with our spouses. They are not here to fill our sense of lacking. They are here to show us where our sense of lacking is so that we can move away from it, detach from it, and own up that sense of fullness with this, which is our true nature.
So the way to identify is wherever we are demanding anything from others, we have to turn towards ourselves and find it within ourselves. That's, isn't it?
Yes. We are
Physical
fine.
help, no, physical help, sharing the family work, that is different. It is all emotional burden what we are talking. Finance, we have to be disciplined. It has to be discussed with everyone and plan accordingly. And housework has to be distributed. It is all emotions which matters. We have emotions which we are demanding from others. For that, we have to turn inwards and seek from that.
Correct.
What we are asking from outside world. That
I
has to
will be
put
free, the other person is free, there is growth. They are free to be the way they are. I am free to be the way I am. Live and let live. Then we move towards this beautiful, then it becomes like that train journey of two parallel tracks headed in the same direction. We share purpose.
Yeah, the mistake is we don't discriminate between the work, the physical work, and the emotions. So we depend everything on each other. We confuse ourselves. That's why the clarity is not there.
Yes.
Emotionally, we should not be dependent on anybody, either family or society. It is only the shared work, either in workplace, outside the society, in the home,
When you do
everywhere.
shared work, it becomes like a dance in the house.
Yeah. No, today
4 5
really it
people
got
are
clarified.
dancing on the stage. Everybody is doing their dance, but we are watching out for everybody's space so everybody can do their dance well. When we need to come together,
Yeah.
we come together. When we need to move away, we move away. But each one of us has to perform our dance well and also keep in mind how about other space and what they are doing, what is the overall choreography. We have to that. It is like a dance. Each one has to perform their role, being aligned with other people's roles, what is needed to be done on the stage, what is the theme, what is the grand design, and move in
Coexisting way.
in
We
a
should
very
coexist.
coexisting. See, for us as grihasthas, I'm telling, as we live like this, every single person in the house is moving towards, there is mukti happening moment to moment to moment. My sense of lacking is a delusion. It is a mirage.
Yeah.
That sense of lacking is a mirage. That sense of lacking that I am trying to fill through that child is a mirage. That sense of lacking that I am trying to fill through my spouse is a mirage. when I become old or something happens and I lie down on bed and I become weak and my body cannot anymore support me, I become dependent on others. Many people, when they become dependent, they become very irritable.
Yeah. Because nothing works as per their plan.
And
I
they
will
are
do
just,
my way.
the more dependent we are on others, the more irritable we will be.
Yeah.
Even if my body is not cooperating and I am on the bed, if I can surrender and say, they will do their best. Whatever they are going to do is the best they are doing. And I am full of gratitude
Yeah.
for whatever happens.
That knowledge,
If we can do that,
this knowledge is very empowering.
very empowering.
Mm.
Because it is going to come to all of us one day. If I
Yes,
don't
yes,
prepare
yes.
now, from now, how will I
If
do
we
it
learn
when my
emotionally,
body is very weak? How will I
if
do
we
it
learn
when sorry.
Artiji, now if we learn emotional independence, then when we become old, this thought also will come. Physical dependence is very much for everyone. We
Yeah.
need minimum 2-3 members until our last breath, even after breath. So this emotional independence, if we learn on the bed also, will be
If
having
I
that
can be full
gratitude.
of gratitude this moment for every single thing that the other people are doing in my life right now, if I develop
Yes,
that kind of, if I learn to see even small acts for which I feel gratitude and I express that gratitude tomorrow, even if bodily I become dependent and just imagine for a caregiver, is it easy for somebody to care for you if you are showing gratitude in every step or if you are showing complaints in every step?
Yeah.
For as a caregiver, who will feel more motivated, and everybody will do their duty, but who, that gratitude and holding back and seeking less. So mentally, if we learn, physically it will happen. Let's close our session. I don't know, Jaimalaji and Premaji, I think is there.
Yeah, I'm. No, sometime Artiji, it won't work because if the man is having that anam brain, I mean, that I am the man, I can do anything, and women are in kitchen, woman should listen to the husband. So in such a situation, what about the children when these things are going on?
It is difficult, Premaji. It
Yeah.
causes lots of disharmony inside everybody.
Yes, that is correct. That is why my son took me where I was staying with my son for 22 years. Just I will come and go, come and go. Only festival days. But now at present, now I can't
But
walk
I
also.
will tell you, Premaji, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever, you took that step like that, son took you away.
Mm. Yeah.
The
Then,
only
yeah, you tell me.
the only way to overcome someone who is in their ego is also for us to be in our awareness. Again, what happens when they are talking from a sense of Anavam? I am talking about, it's a very ideal situation, okay? But which is what Vedanta is giving us, the power. So when that happens, when somebody acts from ego, can I act from awareness? Still, can I act from awareness? It's a huge test for me. It's a huge test for me.
Yes.
And one is we have to be aware of our prarabdha. What we are experiencing is our prarabdha, whether it is good or bad.
And even in that situation, we take it as gratitude to say, this is the hardest test for me to move to awareness.
Yes.
But Bhagwan has given me this opportunity. Instead of reacting, can I just move to my awareness and know that whatever arrogance is being shown is that person's vasana and not about me. So I don't have to make it about me at all.
Yes.
One option, one way of handling whatever you did. That is also a good way. Sometimes it is needed. Some distance. One way. The spiritual way is to move to awareness. Know that that is a pain. It is like a pain in the body. I turn away from the pain in the body. So, when it pains in the body, when I become very sick, that is also a very difficult situation.
Hmm.
It's a very, very difficult situation. But until the time comes, I cannot shed that body. What do I do? With another relationship, I can move away. But what will I do when this body is giving a lot of pain? I have to turn around and be with my awareness. Away from the pain, be with that Satchit Ananda, the bliss. That's all.
What I am doing now, I mean, whenever you always, he is very abusive and this one. So I used to tell, no, God's name, Ram, 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 or Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. And
Exactly.
chanting continuously. Then I will close my ears also, not to listen. And then I will keep quiet. Then, he himself, he'll be, I say, he'll be telling so many things and all. But finally, after he went, I'll become all right. I'm
Correct.
doing that only.
Very good. So our
Mm,
ears should also listen to my own chanting.
exactly. Yeah.
And I should see, if I'm saying Ram,
Mm,
Ram, Ram, I should see Ram being written in my
yeah.
eyes.
Yes.
Everything. Complete focus on that Ram. It's a beautiful method, Premaji. Excellent.
Exactly. That only I am doing.
Yes, that is how
Yeah.
we don't react, we don't
Mm,
accumulate more karma,
yeah.
and we keep thawing our vasanas this way. Beautiful.
Exactly. See, I am 79, he is 85. Okay. So age wise also now I used to, I mean, forgive him. That is
Yeah,
why I am doing that Ho'oponopono prayer.
very
That is
nice.
forgiveness.
That is all. That is all. We don't want to
Mm,
accumulate any more baggage. We want to travel like that.
exactly. Yeah.
Very nice. We'll close the session.
Mm,
Thank you,
yeah.
Premaji.
Yeah.
ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ